Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, here it is Monday, and I've been sitting here today meditating on my little vintage horoscope pendant. This is actually a Zodiac pendant for the sign of Aquarius, and that's my sign. I'm an Aquarius. And this is an old vintage pendant from the 60s or 70s, made in sterling silver. Isn't that beautiful? They used to make the most beautiful stuff back in the old days. It's all hand chased and stamped, and it just shimmers. There's a Aquarius person floating through the air, pouring water. I just love it. I think it's a vintage classic piece, and it's in flawless condition. If you ever owned it, I bought it at a used estate sale. Never wore it. Mint condition, still in the original box. So not bad for like a 45-year-old pendant. Anyways, I'm wearing Aquarius. I got on my Aquarius shirt. How you like this today? Can you see this, guys? See, there's the water bear pouring the water. I tell you, I'm in a Zodiac mode today. Well, my camera's about to fall. Bear with me, guys. I'm working on it here. Well, I am so glad to be with you guys. As you know, I'm still at my mom's, having a great time down here. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to the last few days' videos. You know, last night we had the witching hour. We had some technical problems for those of you who may not have seen it yet, but it still was a good show. We had a lot of learning. We did an herbal ritual, learned some magic, took a lot of questions, had a great time. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. It's in the queue right before this one. And on Saturday, we had a live stream of the royal wedding as our first video. We had two videos on Saturday. And then we had our spiritualist class on Saturday evening. So if you were tied up this weekend, didn't get to spend time at Spirit Channel, you got some things to look forward to catch up on. I am so glad you're here. Well, you know it's Monday, and that means it's time for horoscopes. And, you know, even though I'm away traveling, I wouldn't miss my time with you guys. It's so much part of my day. I don't think of it as work. I think of it as my joy time to be with you. So we're going to see what's in the stars today. Now, a few things got to answer before we get into this. Some people have been writing to me and said, think about where do you get these horoscopes? Where, you know, who publishes them, where they come from. These horoscopes are my own creation. I study all the transits of the week and I put them together. So they're unique to Spirit Channel, my own creation. You won't get them anywhere else. And what we do here is, you know, each week we gather, we look at the stars. I'm going to give first all the major transits of the week to kind of show you what the overall energies are. And then I'm going to go through and cover all 12 zodiac signs. So listen up, pay attention, because everybody watching this video will get a horoscope for the week. And I should actually give the timeline. This is going to be for today, Monday, May the 21st through Sunday, May the 27th. 2018. So that's the time frame. Monday, May 21st, 2018 through Sunday, May 27th, 2018. So I hope you guys will gather around. You know, horoscopes are a great way to get a little psychic help during the week. And, you know, if you're waiting on messages from the spirit world, or you want to buy a private reading but just can't do it right now, I really encourage you, you know, if you can't get a reading, be here each week for horoscopes, because that's a little mini reading that'll help you get through the whole week, you know, because it's a whole week of information. Okay, you guys are the best. I love you. Well, I don't have my big zodiac wheel today, but you know what? We'll put a big zodiac wheel up here on the screen. So here is our big zodiac wheel. Well, there you go. Well, you know, today is a really interesting day because our sun today moved into the sign of Gemini. That's right. We are now in the sign of Gemini. We were in Taurus for the last month. From April 20th to May 20th was Taurus. And now we're in Gemini from May 21st to June 20th. So happy birthday to our Geminis this month. You guys rock. Well, so we're starting today. We've got our sun. Let's go through our transits here. It's Monday. For Monday, May 21st, we've got our sun in Gemini, big powerful transit. You know, it's entering into its sign of air energy. Air energy opens up communications and it opens up partnerships. So we're entering into a time where it's going to be much easier to form partnerships, whether romantic or business, okay? We've got our moon. Oops, hello, my little dog Grizzly's here. You want to say hi to the Tubies? Oh, he just went back to sleep. Well, we'll have him before the video's over. Our moon today is in Leo. Ooh, that's firepower. You know, air and fire stimulate each other. Ooh, a lot of high power today. Our sun today is trine Mars. Moon is square Mercury. Mercury is in opposition to Jupiter, and Mars is square Uranus. What does all this mean? Well, it really means there's a lot of high power today. There's going to be a lot of talk today. However, there's probably not going to be a lot of action. Okay, not at least nothing productive. Mercury square Uranus means that talk gets distorted and nothing really gets accomplished, but there is a lot of high energy and a lot of inspiration, so expect lots of talk today, no action. If you're trying to work on a business deal or closing something, be patient, wait it out, it's worth the wait, because we've got Mars in opposition to Jupiter, and that really means that prosperity is power is building for success and breakthrough and prosperity, so just keep talking today. Even though you may not get everything done, that's all right. Going into Tuesday on May 22nd, we're going to have a shift. Our moon tomorrow is moving into Virgo, which is earth energy. There'll be a sense of grounding and focus that may not be present today. As I said today, with Mars square Uranus, things are going to be a little wonky, a little disjointed. By tomorrow on Tuesday the 22nd, our moon moves into Virgo. This is going to bring in that earth energy, which is grounding and more focused. We've got a really super day looking on Tuesday because our sun is square the moon. Our sun is trine Mars. Our moon is trine Uranus. And Jupiter is trine Neptune. What this all adds up to, it's a day for breakthroughs, a day of success. It is a power day. Jupiter trine Neptune says, look within, trust your inner sense, your inner words, your inner timing. It's going to be awesome. Moon trine Uranus means breakthrough, a little zany energy, but a lot of fun, okay? So definitely, I'd say tomorrow's going to be a power day. It's going to be a success day, and just go with it. Now, going into Wednesday on May 23rd, we've got our moon still in Virgo, that grounded earth energy still with us. Our moon is trine Mercury that day. Our moon is in opposition to Neptune, and Mercury is in opposition to Jupiter. What does this mean? Well, Wednesday may be a little challenging day. It may be hard to get to a conclusion. There may be similar energies to Monday, a lot of talk, but not a lot of action. Mercury in opposition to Jupiter means that there's talk leading to success, though it may be a little delayed. Our moon in opposition to Neptune means you may have to struggle getting a sense of how things are going to play out. So just keep conversation in, because we got the moon trine Mercury, and just trust your inner word of what to say and how to progress. Be patient. Again, it's going to be another day of delay, but ultimately it's leading towards success. Okay, going into Thursday, this is going to be an interesting day. You want to talk about hot, sexy romance day? Well, Thursday, May 23rd is that day. We've got the moon in Virgo, which is that good grounded earth energy, kind of sensual if you want to ask me. Our sun is trine the moon. That's the illuminations of the Zodiac. Our sun is trine Mars. Ooh, you know, men are from Mars. Our moon is trine Mars. That means your inner world, your outer world are feeling charged, okay? And we got Mercury opposite Jupiter, which again is encouraging talks leading to success. And we got Venus opposite Saturn. What all this means is it may be a little hard to be in your clear, focused, grounded self. You're going to be a little revved up, and there's a lot of sexy feeling energy. This is really the romance day. If you want to ask somebody on a date, Thursday's your day to do it. Or if you're in a relationship, you know, take some time off, buy them flowers, and have a romantic evening. Thursday's our love day, okay? Going into Friday, our moon is moving over into Libra. That's air energy. That's going to open up, again, that communication energy. Our sun is trine Mars. Our moon is square Saturn. Mercury is trine Pluto, and Mars is square Uranus. What this means is we want to focus on long-term goals, okay? Sun trine Mars is a powerful aspect that really brings, you know, inspiration and high power to the day. With our Mercury trine Pluto, this is long-term goals. And we've got Mars square Uranus. That means things in the immediate may be a little challenging, so focus on long-term goals, okay? Don't worry about just the moment. Keep talking, keep pushing forward, okay? The good thing is that as we go into Saturday, May the 26th, the energy starts to really play out from the previous days because our moon is in Libra, again, promoting partnership, friendship, open communications. And we got Jupiter trine Neptune. That means you're going to start to see the success that is to come. So all the energies this week will start to really, by Saturday, start to show clarity as you're moving forward on a path of success. When we go into Sunday, going to be a little more of a retreat day. On Sunday the 27th, our moon moves into Scorpio. That's water sign. That's deep thought, kind of reclusive energy. Our moon is trine Venus, which will mean that you feel good. There's good energy for rapport with people. Our Mercury is trine Pluto, long-term vision. Jupiter is trine Neptune, blessing for long-term success and psychic self and feeling the truth of how the heart feels. What this all adds up to is focus on long-term relationship goals. So if you've been wanting to kind of think about a marriage or improving a friendship or even a family relationship, Sunday's your day to spend time with people that are important to you and really make an effort to kind of focus on the long term in that relationship, and you're going to have a lot of success. Okay? Yay! Well, now it's time to spin around our big zodiac wheel. I think I'll put another wheel up here for you. Take a look at this. I just love the big mystic zodiac wheel. It gets me all excited. I got all of my astrology stuff today. I'm telling you, I'm in the mode. I am in my zodiac mode. And it's a good thing too. I'm going to be working on writing my book later today. I'm trying to get that finished. This summer we'll be coming out with a book on astrology, Psychic Bob's Sun Signs. And we're going to talk about all the astrology, and it'll be a book for you to learn about your zodiac sign and those around you. So anyways, keep watching for that. We'll have more on that. Well, we're going to go through all 12 zodiac signs that you saw on the wheel. And if you don't know what your sign is, listen up, because I give the birth dates after each sign. Now, some of you are going to say, well, Psychic Bob, in another astrologer's report, I was a Pisces, but you're saying that I'm an Aries. What's up with that? Well, you are what we call a cusp sign. If your birthday falls on the edge right when it turns into a new sign, some astrologers, the way they calculate it and the way the stars fall, will be off by a day or so. And it's not that they're wrong or I'm right or I'm wrong. It just depends on the timing, the alignment of when they started their horoscope. And so the signs will fluctuate sometimes by a day or two. But if you are a cusp baby and you're always saying, I never know which one I am, don't let that stress you out. That means you got blessing. You get twice the amount of information. That means listen to both horoscopes. Over time, you'll start to see that you're probably more of one than another, but there'll be times when you're like, I'm totally the other one, or I'm totally this one or that one. So you get twice the amount of information. So you're actually blessed. Don't let being a cusp bother you, because I've had a lot of people come to me and say, I'm a cusp fine, I don't like it, I don't know what I am. Well, you're both, and a little bit of both's always more power. All right, so listen up. All right, our first sign is Aries, and that's March 21st to April 19th. You know, Aries, you are a fire sign, and there is certainly a lot of power around you this week. But Aries have to be very careful this week, particularly in business, because you may be tempted to kind of, as they say, run in where angels dare, fear to tread. And so this would be a better week for Aries to sit on the sidelines and be observant rather than active. In relationships also, Aries, be very careful, because you have so much firepower. You could burn yourself out or burn your partner out. It's a week to take things chillax. Aries should think about taking personal days, vacation, and just sit back and let everybody else deal with the drama. Aries are natural leaders, but this week it'd be better just to let other people lead. And you'll find you have a better week, stay out of the fray, and by the time we get to next week, everything's back in balance and you're back in your seat of power. So I would encourage Aries this week, just be calm, be patient, don't get involved. Also highlighted for Aries this week are issues connected to travel. So it might be a good time just to get away and see a different part of the world, stay out of the drama. Your keyword this week, Aries, is patience. All right, our next sign, Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Taurus, you are in the winner circle this week. This is the week where Taurus can do no wrong. You literally walk on water at work. You walk on water at home and in your friendships as well. People think you're golden child, and you know what it is. It's your week to be the golden child, to shine and be awesome. Tauruses will find, particularly in the work this week, that they have a captive audience. So this is a very good time to focus on your skills, working on promotions, working on, even if you want to get a new job, you'll shine in interviews. So very good time to work on career advancement. Also in relationships, it's your week for love. You can pick who you want to date or who you don't want to date. And if you want to get married, you got that power too. So a lot of energy for solidifying relationships for Taurus this week. Also highlighted for Taurus this week are issues connected to artistic pursuits, particularly like arts and crafts, more like home crafts. So you might want to explore your creativity, maybe get a painting kit or do a sewing. You might want to do like, what they call crochet, knitting, or needlepoint, something home-based crafts. Your keyword this week, Taurus, is win. You're winning. All right, our next site is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. Gemini, this week for you, it's all about the long term. People around you are very excited. As I said, we've got a lot of Uranian energy, a lot of Martian energy this week, so people are going to be at all the buzz. Being an air sign, you'll naturally want to be drawn into that. But try to keep focused on the longer term. It's very easy right now for Geminis to get distracted. So, like particularly in terms of work, Gemini, this week, think about longer term career goals rather than just immediate. You may have to sacrifice something in the short term, but you'll have a long-term success, okay? In the area of relationships, also, Gemini, this is a really good time, particularly for those of you who want to move into a serious relationship. A lot of love energy for like long-term, like marriage-type relationships right now. So I would focus on the areas of your life where you really want to build stable relationships. Also highlighted for Gemini this week are issues connected to creative writing. So you might want to put your hand to, pen to paper and write a story, write a love poem, Be creative, creative writing. Your keyword this week, Gemini, is goals. Focus on those goals. All right, our next site is Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Oh, Cancer, I tell you, you're the sign that wears your heart on the sleeve. Everybody knows how you feel. Your emotions are out there. This week, you are in romance mode. Geminis are going to have a lot of admirers. Some of them will be open, some will be secret. And if you're a Cancer and you're single, you're looking for love, this week, the stars are crossed so that you are fated for love. Great week for relationships. Cancer, don't be surprised if even a workplace romance starts up in your life this week. Cancers are just in that drawing mode of drawing love into their life. In terms of work and business, I'll tell you, Cancer, this week might be a little distracting because you're going to be so interested in the person down the hall at your office that you might forget to finish your work. So be careful that you don't get so wrapped up in love that you forget your projects, okay? But this week for Cancer, I definitely say focus on the personal side of life. Make time for people, and people will make time for you. I really see this being a time for Cancers to move forward in romance. Career, probably not the greatest week for advancement. You're not going to have a lot of focus there, but that's okay. You can slack a little bit because you're always a devoted worker. I'm not saying do slack. I'm saying if you do, it won't hurt you. Okay. So anyways, also highlighted for Cancers this week are issues connected to social events. So if you get invited to a cocktail party or dinner party, a pool party, you want to be open to that, okay? A lot of romance, a lot of social energy. Your key word this week, Cancer, is love, with a capital L, love. All right. Our next sign, Leo. Leo is July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, this week for you, you're going to have to stretch your mind a little bit. The reason I say that is a lot of new innovative ideas will be brought to you this week. There's a lot of Uranian influence in the stars this week. And Leos, you are a very high-powered sign. You're a fire sign. But you're going to have to stretch a little beyond your comfort zone this week. Because, as I said, that Uranian influence is bringing in new people, new influence. You might find in the work area that there's a major shakeup where they suddenly say, oh, everybody's switching jobs this week. and you may find yourself in a new work assignment. This is nothing negative in the sense of losing your job or losing money. It's just assignments may shift around. So be tolerant, be open-minded, be liberal. And you'll find that if you can just let go and let everything else revolve without trying to fight it, you're going to have a lot more success, okay? In the area of relationships, also, Leo, you may find a little challenge this week because your partner may ask more of you than you feel you can do. They might say, well, I really want you to think about, doing this, like maybe, moving to a different state or, being more available for them. And it may take a little time for you to kind of stretch to accommodate that. But the wonderful thing is that if you can listen and be open to it without blocking it, it ultimately brings success. So, you want to really be listening to people. Listen rather than speak this week. That's the key to success for you. Also highlighted for Leos this week are issues connected to artistic pursuits. So if you feel inspired to pick up a paintbrush, go for it. Your key word this week, Leo, is open-minded. Be open-minded and accept new ways. All right. Our next time, Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, I'm telling you, you must be hanging out with the Cancers this week because Virgos got love, 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 love all around them this week. And, Virgos, the difference between you and the Cancers this week is the Cancers are more from the heart. Virgos are from the body. What that means is Virgos are feeling sexy, looking sexy, talking sexy. You are like one step away from setting off the fire alarms. So if you're a Virgo this week, revel in sensuality, enjoy yourself. Now, this isn't just sex, it's also luxury. So Virgos should treat themselves. Buy some nice cologne, nice perfume, luxurious fabrics to wear. Treat yourself and indulge yourself. Make yourself feel good. That's what it's about for Virgos this week. In the area of work, Virgo, you've got that sex appeal. It's a great week to kind of take charge of projects. People will be captivated by you and will fall under your spell. Okay? In the area of personal relationships, I'm telling you, Virgo, well, let me just put it this way. If you're a single Virgo, you're going to have to beat them off with a stick. All these people will be chasing you. Now, if you're a married Virgo, watch out. It's like honeymoon central all over again. So this week for Virgo, love, romance, passion, luxury, glamour, prestige is all in one package. All right, Virgos. Also highlighted for you, outside of love, is issues connected to long-term financial goals as well. And so while you're in the middle of putting on your fine silk robe and looking sexy, keep an eye on your bank balance and contemplate how you might maximize long-term financial growth. That's also in the stars for you. Your key word this week, Virgo, is sexy. I might add sexy mama. All right. Psychic Bob's a little crazy. All right. Thank God I'm an Aquarius. If I was a Virgo, I'd be even worse. At least this week. All right. Our next sign is Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, you are at the pinnacle of grounded focus. Libras tend to be pretty grounded people overall, even though they're air signs. They tend to have an equanimity and a balance in their lives. And this week, that past effort to have balance and control is really paying off now. Libras are going to find that they're feeling very drawn to their home environment. This is a good week for Libras. As much as you can, spend time with family, spend time with friends. Not a lot of energy right now for Libras to crank out on the work side of things. And so you may feel like in work you're just getting through, but your real focus right now is going to be home and family. For those of you who are also single as Libras, you're going to be having that nesting feeling, like you want to partner with somebody and settle down. So a lot of that energy is there. For those of you in relationships, definitely a time to think about improving the home, making it more cozy. Everything around Libras this week revolves around the home. And if you're a Libra and you want to socialize this week, invite people to your house. You'll have better rapport through doing things at your home. Okay. Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to transportation. So if you've been thinking about a new car or wanting to do something with an automobile, maybe get it repainted or detailed, good week for that. Your key word this week, Libra, is home. Home, there you go. All right, our next side is Scorpio, and that's October 23rd to November 21st. You know, Scorpios, I'm just going to bundle you up and put you with the Cancer and the Virgos this week because you too are carrying all of that love energy. I tell you, Scorpios are in love with love this week and in love with life, and life is in love with them. Scorpios, like those other signs, you're going to find that there's a lot of communication around romance for you this week. There's a lot of people that just really want to connect to you and be close to you. Be open to those deep conversations of the heart. You know, for Scorpio, you tend to want to hold things in. This week is a week to really let that out, share your thoughts, share your emotions, and just go for it, okay? Also highlighted for Scorpios this week are issues connected to business development. So you're a Scorpio, you know, you might want to think about business partnerships and working with somebody to build a corporation. A lot of energy for that. Your key word this week, Scorpio, relationships. Build relationships. All right. Our next sign, Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, you are the erudite scholar this week. You are full of wisdom, full of knowledge, and you have a platform to share it. You're going to find, particularly in the work area, that you're asked to do things like train new employees, teach classes, you know, explain procedures to people. Be open to being in that teacher role this week. That's how you are. You have an audience waiting to hear, wanting to learn, and you have the wisdom and the knowledge and the know-how. So, you know, feel confident in yourself and be open to demonstrating your knowledge this week. In the area of personal relationships, Sagittarius, this is also an interesting time because your partner is going to want to know about life and love and you. And they're not, you know, for a lot of you, you're going to find yourselves in, particularly in newer relationships, your partner really wanting to understand you. And so there's a lot of energy this week for Sagittarius is to talk about their life, their goals, their heart. And so be open to sharing from your inner self with those whom you love or love interests, okay? Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to property, particularly like property purchases and investment, second homes, vacation homes, things like that. So be open to that. It looks like there'll be some opportunity to invest in something, and down the road, it'll be profitable for you. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is teach. All right. Our next sign, Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. You know, Capricorns, you are the psychics this week of the Zodiac. Capricorns are usually much more earth-based and grounded, very practical, not very given to pie in the sky. But this week, Capricorn, your energies are very high. And with all these Neptune influences, it's really pulling on that earth energy and getting you into the deeper self. Capricorns this week should very much trust their intuition, be open to the messages from the spirit, and let the spiritual life predominate. Spiritual awareness will lead to prosperity in the material realm, and Capricorns are masters at money and management and leadership. So this week, lead through the spirit, okay? In the area of personal relationships, also similar energy, Capricorn. You want to really let that intuitive self reign, and you'll have real soul-to-soul contact with that special someone. Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are issues connected to spiritual studies. So a good time to explore spiritualism or tarot or Wicca, all of these sort of spiritual arts and crafts. Explore them. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is psychic. I don't think we've ever had psychic as a Capricorn keyword, but there it is. All right, our next sign is Aquarius. Yay, Aquarius power. All right. January 20th to February 18th. You know, Aquarius, this is the money week for you. That's right. Aquarians are going to find that money comes to them easily, that they're in a flow of prosperity. Particularly in the work, Aquarius, you're going to find that people just trust you and invest their energy in you, and it brings success for you. For those of you who are Aquarius who own your own business, excellent week to expand on branching out into your business, forming new partnerships, and really focusing on this marketing. There's a lot of energy for Aquarius to see and be seen. If you're an Aquarius, you get invited to special events. Make sure to attend them because these will be opportunities for you to mix and mingle and make money on the way, okay? In the area of relationships, Aquarius, this week might be just a little challenging because you may feel like you're so focused on the material goals, it's hard to stretch time to be into that personal mode. And as we all know, one of the challenges of Aquarius is that they're great with the whole world, but sometimes one-on-one they struggle in expressing themselves. So Aquarius, this week may not be the best week for you for romance, but that's all right. You're going to have a lot of fun anyways and make a lot of money, and the love will come a little later in the month, okay? Your key word this week, oops, I'm sorry, I missed my line here. The other thing also highlighted for Aquarius here, there we go, we're getting on track, are issues connected to travel. So if you've been thinking about jumping on a plane, you might want to really seriously look at that. Get some travel in, explore the world. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is prosperity. Ooh, show me the money, honey. So I got on my gold and silver today. I'm getting in that. All right. All right. Our next sign, Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, you are carrying a lot of leadership energy this week. And you're going to find that people are listening to you. You have a lot more influence than you realize. And so this week, Pisces, particularly in work, be very aware that you're able to bring changes very swiftly simply by speaking your word. Pisces would do very well this week to fully express themselves. Don't worry that people may not agree or that they may think you're being a little overzealous. Your opinions count this week. Express them and walk through them, own them, and you will own the world. In the area of personal relationships also, Pisces, this is a week where if you've got your eye on somebody and you just haven't had a breakthrough and they've not been giving you a lot of attention back, revisit that because this week your influence gets their head turned and they're focused on you. So a lot of good energy for new relationship beginnings. Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to home renovation as well. So if you've been wanting to, put in new furniture, new carpet, paint the walls, be open to that as well. A lot of good energy around success for home renovations. Your key word this week, Pisces, is influence. Use your influence. Oh my gosh, guys, can you believe it? We went all through all 12 signs of the Zodiac. Wasn't that wonderful? Now listen, I have to tell you guys, and I want you to hear it from me. If you are at a time of challenge in your life and things are hard, please don't give in to despair. Just pause and look up to the stars. For the Zodiac wheel is always above us in the cosmos spinning. And what that means is each day brings a new opportunity for blessing. The sun will rise, the stars will move, and they'll bring power into your life. As I said, don't give in to despair. The stars do not control us nor compel us, but they're allies along the way to give us hope, power, inspiration, and light. So keep faith, hope, and love in your heart. Look to the stars and let the Zodiac guide you on your way. You guys are the best. I love you. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We always have more coming. Tomorrow's Tuesday. What's that? Oh, messages from the spirit world. So you don't want to miss that. Be back here tomorrow and Tuesday for messages from the spirit world, where I do mini psychic readings for viewers who write in. And I'd love to get your letter. If you want to get a letter in, you can put your question, psychic question, in the box below this video as well. And anyways, also tell me below, what is your star sign? Do you like being a zodiac sign? Are you a cusp sign? What does it feel like being a cusp? Do you feel one sign or the other more? Or maybe you feel both. I'd love to hear about your zodiac experiences. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. We'll be back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. I love you. We'll see you then. Until then, may you always blessed be.